Okay guys, we have put a lot of worky into what you're about to see here. Any of my accuracy in some of the previous videos, except for the last one, I want to say that any accuracy in what's going to happen today, what I'm talking about today, may be twice as accurate because I've combined some long-term, what I call super indicators, with the short-term indicators that I used before that. So let me tell you where I see us going from here. Put a lot of work into this, so let's just get into it real quick. Now, I want you to look at, first of all, the green line, I want you to know, has the highest accuracy in my predictive system. Out of basically 50 or more different comparisons, the green line has the highest accuracy, and the orange line next to it has an equal type of accuracies. And they come from two different sources. So if I have two things showing kind of the same thing from two different sources that match all my predictive algorithms, then that adds a little more validity to the possible direction things may go. Now, so let's just talk about the red line here for a second. Let's see here. Let's talk about the red line here for a second. So the red line does not match the accuracy that the other lines match, but it would be the worst case scenario, in my opinion, of if we did go bearish, right? So I do have some people right now saying the next bearish situation, currently we're here, and they're saying the next one will be down here quite a bit. And by the way, everything before this video does not count anymore. This video is what it's all about. But I'm saying I don't think that's going to occur. And I think it's not even a great likelihood that my red thing occurs. But it's something if you want to look for a worst case type of scenario in the way things are traveling today. Today we're traveling in this band, in this longer term band right here. And in the bullish market, we kind of stay within that band, eventually maybe hit the top and bounce off. And that's kind of stuff we're looking for there. One thing to notice about the red thing, I've seen this happen a lot in the markets. I've seen this happen a lot. You can see that in the bullish scenario, it looks like on both of my examples, the green and the orange, in both of my examples, we go up, right? But then we come down kind of quickly and we start going up later. And that's kind of interesting because very often I get the same type of thing when it's going to be bearish. In the bearish scenario, look what it's doing there. The bearish scenario, it's showing that it wants to stay high longer before dropping, right? So if you keep an eye on this predictive pattern, and if you see it go, perhaps, the green and the orange went high around here at its highest point, well, actually here now, and then the future there, if you start to see that a higher high actually occurs nowish, right? And then it stays high, that may let you know that a bearish pattern may be coming. But I think the bearish pattern is the least likely. And therefore, why don't we just get rid of it, remove it, so it's not bothering our eyeballicules. That's short for eyeballs. Now, my previous prediction, the last one, my few last predictions worked out really quite well, but my last prediction said basically I thought we'd bounced here. And by the way, this bounce off of this little thing here, I hope I remember that tan line right there is a powerful one of my super indicators that where bullish things bounce off of, okay? And I'm even gonna, if I remember in this video, I'm gonna take you back and show you how powerful that line is. So I hope the little mouse in my pocket reminds me to do that before this is all over. But I thought we were gonna bounce here, and then we were gonna bounce down to this powerful little thing right here, the low of our current channel. That's what I thought was going to happen, but no longer do I see that. So when we look at the most likely scenario of this bullish pattern that we're getting into, well, right now we did go up kind of high, and it's going to stay up high, I guess, for a few days, whatever, and then, in my opinion, going to head back down to give us our next re-entry point, and I have that re-entry point being right there. I think it says about 81K. But why do I think that that's where the entry point will be? Well, because this super powerful bullish band right here I'm showing you, because I think that that, as you see here, will be where it bounces off next. And, and I think that it's going to go back down because, well, you see this angle right here. This angle right here, Bitcoin kept bouncing off the angle, right? It likes to do that. And then it went up and sideways. And then when it made this super blast right here, well, guess what? That's where a lot of people say, oh, I'm jumping in because right around here or something like that, that's the time to jump in, and they buy. Well, guess what? Most of the world gets manipulated out of their money, and that's why that's probably going to be a bit of a fake out. Bring us back down to this 81K, which will be our next buying opportunity. And then we kind of take off from there. Good times in Little China, right? So I think that's about all I need to share with you right now, except for I told you I'd show you this little tan man right here, that tan line. Let's just draw it back and see if it really is powerful. Let's see when I talk about super indicators if I'm just talking a bunch of baloney or what. Well, let's just go back. Whoops. Drawing lines instead of moving the thing. Go back and follow the line. Uh-oh, the previous move bounced off of it. Scary, huh? Look at this one. When we climbed up to make our next bounce upward, bounced off of it. Shoot, let's see if we can go further into the past. See if any fun stuff happens 2 years ago based on my super line right here. By the way, good luck finding that line. That's my line. I don't know if you're going to find it. It served as a top for this little M pattern here. Sure did. And served as a, forgive that line there. Hello, let's get out of that. Let's keep going back. And yeah, actually back here, when we had that big grind downward a few years ago, where did it bounce off? Ooh, now you're thinking, really, maybe there is something to this super indicator line. Now, if we go further back, that's when we have giant moves in Bitcoin, stuff like that. I don't know if it's really going to work out that well back there, but you can see it does create a lot of resistance, what have you. Well, you see there that the top bounced off of that. It shows you how powerful that line is, right? Let's keep going back. Yeah, I think we're not going to go back any further really here. Let's see, we got anything else? Well, there we go. Further back when we had the super mega, right? That was back, when is that? 2018. Super mega thing going on. And even back then, we get a nice bounce off of that little target area right there.